Hey guys, welcome to Vermalove 2.0. We're so glad you're watching, and thank you so much for liking our videos, sharing our posts, and also commenting. Please continue doing that, and we love it when we hear from you. So if you've got any questions, please do send the chat in our inbox, and we'll be sure to respond to you. Today we've got a very special topic which I believe is going to help you in your relationships as well as it has been helping us. And the topic is, how do you identify what is a red flag and a spiritual attack? Maybe I'll let Babe to just amplify more on what these two are and what the difference is.
Well, for starters, I would start by saying that a red flag is a character flaw in a person. So there are some of us that have met people that we've seen certain character flaws and we're like, I don't think I can deal with that. I don't think I can really, be with a person that has that. And that's okay. How you deal with whatever you see in the character of a person, that is back to you as a person. That is a concern or an opinion that you have to decide on your own. However, today we also wanted to bring in an aspect of a spiritual attack. So if we're talking about a spiritual attack, it's not just a character flaw. This is like you and your partner have been getting along pretty well. Everything in your relationship has been fine. And you've been making steps in your relationship. You've been making this progress towards, eventual goal is to get married and, and start a family together. Then all of a sudden, your partner or your relationship just starts going through these rough, experiences, these unexpected turn of events that just seem very negative, things you've never seen before. I think that at a spiritual level, that is something that you need to identify as an attack. I think that is something that you need to discern and say, you know what, this is not a character flaw. My partner has never showed signs of anything like this. And this is where you get back into a spiritual warfare. This is where you go into prayer. This is where you seek the face of God to understand, what is this thing that I'm seeing? What is really happening in a relationship? Because I feel like some of us are leaving or throwing in the towel over relationships that were not meant to end because we thought, how come he just acted like that? I think it's a red flag and I can't deal with it. Dude, bye. Or girl, bye. But then, did you really take time to discern if that was a character flaw, a red flag, or was it an attack? And that's what we want to unpack today.
Yeah, I think when you talk of red flags, I think there are those subtle red flags that you really know that, okay, this is taking us to a destructive end, and you can deal with that. But as she's saying, it's a character flaw, and it's an indicator where you're actually seeing, and this is happening. Last week this happened, and this week this is also happening. Whereas on a spiritual attack, from nowhere, this lady has just been all good, and from nowhere something happens. And so how do you deal with that? That's what she's trying to talk about. Pray about it. And sometimes I know, because especially maybe on us guys and also ladies, sometimes it happens that you are pursuing someone and you've got a character flaw. Of course, you don't want to show it because maybe you have learned how to suppress that. And then you come and just reveal it a year later into maybe dating. I think that could also be termed as an attack, like this person has been keeping this to just come and bring it on here after our relationship has grown further and has developed. And that is why you need to keep a prayerful life in your relationship. You really need to continue praying, and that would help you even to identify these things that we're actually talking about.
Right. I like that you brought that up, where somebody can pretend. Somebody can pretend. And that's why, remember, if you've gone back into our previous conversations, we talked about how don't jump into a relationship easily. You need to pray into it. You need to take time to study your partner, because people do pretend. So remember, prayer is important. I think 2 or 3 videos ago, we talked about how you need to pray for your partner before you meet them. You need to pray when you meet somebody and you're in the talking stage, and you need to pray when you meet them. So we are still emphasizing the importance of prayer, because
That's
it's out
right.
of prayer that you'll be able to discern the character of a person, and you'll also be able to discern spiritual attacks. So yeah, thank you for listening to us today, and we pray that you'll be able to resolve whatever issues you may have, and that God will open your eyes to really see what's happening around. We love you.
Indeed.
Have a lovely, lovely time.
Okay, bye-bye.